Yeah, I mean, yeah. Y'all ain't throwing it like us. I mean, yeah.
Beautiful.
Intro's so tough.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
You did that?
Huh?
You did that, Dad?
I did the beat, and then Eric did all the filming and everything. Those are all ripped from the
That I
YouTube.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me. I know that. Well, you did the edit.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I did
Desmond
it.
original music right there.
I did that while extremely faded, like almost to non-function,
So you
non-verbal.
made that beat and then put that
Yes.
together. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yes, I got extremely faded for it. All right, let's see.
That's how the best
So
how the best people come.
That's what it takes sometimes, man.
The best
exactly,
artists,
exactly.
they all just do an insane amount of drugs to write incredible music. That's
What all the greats do. That's what they
all
say.
the greats. I mean, fucking even Pink Floyd, bro. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, easily. All right, well,
Ted Nugent. So
There you go.
y'all think Mozart was tripping?
if he's real,
If he's real,
yeah.
No.
y'all
They
think
were all
Mozart was
war.
real?
I don't know about Mozart. I guess we're starting off with this, but I've heard Shakespeare isn't real. That's the rumor.
Huh.
Or like Shakespeare's multiple people. Like I've heard a whole bunch of shit with that.
Really?
Yeah. Go down that rabbit hole, Des, because I guess all art ties back to Shakespeare.
I'm actually gonna go down this rabbit hole because I love shit like that. Like I could actually see Shakespeare not being one singular person. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like read them, but yeah, it's just what I heard on YouTube at like 3 in the morning.
That must mean it's true.
But I would tend to believe that. But
true.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. We are on YOLO Hangout number 30. We are in our millennial stage now. Where our life is coming together as we speak. Okay, it's been a long time coming. This used to be just an idea, and now we are 30 episodes in. How's everyone feeling today?
Great.
Good. Tired. Good.
Nice.
Ready to get back out there.
Were you fishing today, Kai?
No, not today.
Being a
You
dad,
got a break.
being a dad all day. I saw it, ladies and gentlemen. I witnessed it with my own
No,
eyes.
Eric, I just see your knee.
Oh, sorry. No, I was off screen. I was posting the link to our Instagram. Try to get a couple extra people in there. What's going on, ladies?
Oh, what's up? What up?
Episode
What up,
30.
man?
Yeah, no, Kai was. Listen, it's endearing. It truly is. When I walk by and Kai's in full dad mode, it's a beautiful thing. It's I can't believe it sometimes. I cannot believe we've come this far. I really can't. But yeah, sometimes that takes priority over the water, right? Especially on these days, though.
Most days.
100 degrees and sunny. Not getting out anyway. So it's been bad recently.
Oh yeah, I almost caught heat stroke earlier today going outside. I was fishing in no shade either. Bad.
You catch any?
I dumped a bunch of fish because I was helping another kid fish. I was helping him fish a G crack, so I kept putting my bait down, and then I'm like, "Oh well, yeah, here, let me help you." So you fish it like this, and then my bait, I hear it get thumped, and I'm like seeing it go in the water, and I grab it. I'm reeling down, and then I'm trying to get the fish up. I'm just like all adrenaline pumped and everything, and I literally dump it. But it was like 3 pounds. It wasn't anything crazy. This pond isn't anything crazy. But yeah, no. We're still in like a snook kick right now for some reason. I can't get away from underslots. So that's what I've been catching all week.
Hey, at least they're there, like population wise.
It's a good problem to
Oh, yeah.
have, Desmond. It's a good problem to
Yeah.
have. Well, first and foremost, can I say, Johnny, we are happy to have you back, my friend,
Yes.
on the podcast.
Yes.
It's been a couple of weeks. There's been a lot going on, you know. Most importantly, being the fact that you were more than 24 hours away by plane these past 2 weeks. So I think really, more than anything, the group needs a synopsis. And I know I've gotten it over the phone from you. I know we've all gotten various versions over the phone. But I think we need a little bit of a synopsis of what first of all, what you were doing over there, and secondly, how that led into your fishing adventures over there.
Oh yeah. Well, what up, Landon? I'm gonna try to respond to chat tonight. That's the reason we're here.
Beautiful.
But yeah. Well, I went to Thailand for a wedding. My boy Scotty Ellis. And there's so much lore to Scott Ellis, but Scott and I have been great friends for over a decade now. And we met in school. That's where he met his wife. Scotty is from Meridian, Mississippi, which I don't know if anyone knows where Meridian is, but it couldn't be worse, dude. Like it's nuts where this kid's from. I went and spent the 4th of July there, and like it was hysterical. We went to the pastor's house for the 4th of July, and they're like blowing up homemade fireworks and like babies. There's like dads running around with like their baby on their shoulder, like, and we had a fried catfish truck, and like that, you know, that's the vibes.
That's sick though. That's sick.
You know,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Realize this is not a complaint at all. Like I had a blast. Well, I'm just setting the tone for like where this wedding went, because that's where Scotty grew up. You know, like the coolest thing to do in town was ride. There's an old carousel. You could ride the carousel. You know, you could play dodge the bullets over at Popeyes at 2 a.m. Cool shit like that. But then his wife is from Bangkok, and she's Thai Indian. And well, they own like the dole fruit of like Thailand, so they kind of got it. So Scotty is the most successful of my friends, and he's never had a job. It's pretty amazing.
Pretty sick.
And we show up to this wedding, and they rented 4 floors of a 5-star Marriott in downtown Bangkok just for the guests. Like covered everything. They rented the ballroom, and it was 2 nights, and there was 700 people. And I was told I was the best man when I got there. So I had to make a speech in front of everyone. So first week was just like running and gunning. We did a couple nights at this really cool like eco resort, this eco lodge up in the River Kwai, which was bananas. So the River Kwai is like where they had the World War II bridge that they built with all the POWs, the Japanese POWs.
Holy
and
shit.
So that was nutty. And like we just got on a longboat for like an hour ride up the river, and then next thing you know, there's like a resort, and it was like all inclusive, like $200 a day for 2 people. Like $200 covered 2 people. It was bananas. It was like the coolest place ever. The wedding was nuts. They had a halftime walkout show. There were 30 people on their videography team. So I'm just thinking like what kind of ULO productions we could be putting on if we had these guys on board, because like they had 30 fucking people at the wedding filming, and they did a halftime show thing, like a walkout for them to walk down the aisle, like with footage from up to like 30 minutes before. It was bananas. So do the whole wedding thing. I'm living like 5-star life for like a couple days, thanks to Scotty and Karina. It was awesome. And then totally flipped the switch. So I don't know if you guys know David Graham, but David Graham's the man. He's Boundless Pursuit. He's like Jeremy Wade on steroids. Yeah. Like if Jeremy Wade was just blue collar dad, that's like David Graham.
I feel like he's cooler than Jeremy Wade.
I think he is cooler than Jeremy Wade. I heard some rumors about Jeremy Wade abroad that I won't even share because I'm just choosing to ignore them. But like,
oh man.
But
oh no.
So
not the legacy.
So David puts me in touch with this dude Thumb because I hit him up. I was like, "You're my international plug. Like, who do I hit up in Thailand?" You got to hit up Thumb. He says he's like the Trump Jr. of Bangkok. Turns out it like couldn't be more correct. It's like this dude. He hosted our whole party for dinner at his restaurant. He's got these crazy high rises for international expats that the family owns, and he runs like a YouTube fishing show in Thailand. And I can't even like get into all the shit we saw at his restaurant. I hope we'll make a video out of it. I recorded as much as I could, but
You're saying Jeremy Wood was on the island, bro.
Dude, no, not that. It wasn't that.
Oh man.
Dude, some fucking hooked it up for Julie and I the whole week. Flies us business class across the country to some random reservoir in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like by the border of Laos. And we go there, stay for 2 nights, do like Anthony Bourdain shit, like hopping around villages and just like eating food in the villages. I would know English there except for Thumb. And we did 2 full days on these snakehead boats. And they were like just tin kayaks with those like, you know, those like really long outboards, like they're kind of like mud motor type things that they use over there. Like if you see like those trips on the Congo in Africa, so if there's like floating logs, they don't bust their prop. We're just out on those. The guy running our boat doesn't speak a lick of English. And I'm just pointing at sticks for 2 days straight. And it's 105 degrees. We're just baking in this boat. We don't have a cooler, nothing. But I had like 2 chatterbaits with me, and Bud Cipoletti gave us a bunch of baits like 10 years ago.
Shout out, Bud.
Dude, we went in taking top water. I brought like 100 million frogs. Like this reservoir was completely like, it was an awesome thing, but there's no natural lakes in Thailand. There's just rivers. So this reservoir is just a giant mud flat, like a giant mud plain, like 6 to 8 feet deep in this valley. And everyone who lives in the immediate area relies on it to like sustain their life. So the commercial fishing's out of control. There's dead nets
The pressure was
everywhere. High. The pressure is absurdly high. Like the way you go to fish there a lot of times is you throw buzz baits parallel to the fish pens where they're growing commercial tilapia, and you hope that there's like a big snakehead under there that's feeding on like tilapia that get out of the nets. But it was so fucking hot. Like we were there the time of year, like what I ended up kind of picking up was it's the spawn, but it's so hot that they're not really like aggressive. They're just aggressively defending their fry, but they're not really like eating because it's so hot that they're not really moving around. So we didn't see one fry ball like the whole time I was there. So the top water thing was just not really playing. Like we had a group of 6 fish hard for 2 days, and there was 4 total snakehead caught. 3 were small, and then the one I caught, the big one. But the first day we go out, and I'm just like, top water's not it. I have this little chatterbait that Eric Kai and I were throwing with the Gambler trailer back in the Hillsborough days.
The same orange trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually the clear trailer because it was on the color.
The Komodo, yes.
But it was the same body, and it was. I haven't used this chatterbait in like 4 or 5 years, and luckily I had one this color, and I'm literally taking 50 casts on these stick piles, just hoping that there's a snakehead sitting on one, and I'm just running every cast I can on them. And the first day I hooked a fish, dude, that like was completely out of my control. I had my 200 fathom and like stripping me. I had no control over this fish. It pulls me down into some fucking dead commercial net, and I couldn't get it out, but I got the chatterbait back. And I'm telling the whole group, like, guys, I just lost a complete trophy. And they're like, well, you've never caught a giant snakehead, so like we don't really know if it was a trophy or not. And they're kind of dismissive of it. They were like dismissive of the chatterbait. They don't throw chatterbaits there, which blew my mind because
what's the typical tackle?
It's all like the snakehead topwater you see, and then
Super
the deep
fast
diving
buzz baits.
Yeah, buzz baits. frogs with the little props, like the little small frogs with the props.
Yeah.
For the smaller common snakeheads, the big buzzbaits for the big snakeheads, and then deep diving plugs. Because I thought we were gonna fish like nasty ass like sludge type shit, and like it's gonna be like frogs through top, but it wasn't. It was just like, imagine you had a giant pit of mud that you filled with water. There was like no structure, no grass, nothing, just mud. So the only structure that these things had to hold on were the fish pens and whatever timber hadn't disintegrated from when they flooded the valley like 40 or 50 years ago. So we were just eventually focusing on the timber pilings. And I don't know how much this impacted it, but I was running the sink gill a lot because it looks just like those tilapia that could escape the pens, but I couldn't really throw them by the fish pens because you had to run the buzzbaits over like ropes.
They sink really fast too.
Dude, like there was just ropes everywhere. So you couldn't really treble baits. You had to run something that could like pop over a rope. So really a frog or a buzzbait, and it wasn't like a frog thing.
Yeah.
Or you do the timber. So I was trying to bounce the sink around the timber and I didn't get hit on the sink, but I'm actually like pretty convinced that that led to my big fish because you're pretty much just trying to piss off. Like imagine like if you have like a 10-pound bass just sitting in timber in the river and you see him and he won't eat anything, but you run a bait by him for 2 hours straight. Like that was kind of the vibe. So I think bouncing this big sink around and then popping the chatterbait like called him out. Because I must have run that chatterbait by this fish 20 or 30 casts. I mean, like we just sat there for 30 minutes on one stick. And it was just so nutty, dude. Like I really had to get dialed with the chatterbait because I only had one of this color, but you had to like roll it over each stick and like feel every single cast. But I just locked my drag down like I was frog fishing after I lost that first one. It bent my hook out, by the way, the first snakehead. And I caught a 12-pounder. And the fight was nuts. But, like, the one I lost the first day was, I don't even know, like, a reason to go back.
Man.
I guess that's why that always – I was going to say, why does that always happen like that?
Yeah.
Dude,
reason to go back.
Reason to go back, but, like, I felt – I went into it thinking like, oh, we're going to fucking pop 30 or 40 a day on top water. It's the spawn. Like not at all. This was like one of the hardest I've ever fished in my entire life. Like easily a couple thousand casts a day, just 10 hours straight every day.
You know, it's funny, not to cut you off, Johnny, but has that not been the entire year?
Well, yeah, because like this year's been weird for me because I haven't fished that much. But when I have fished, it's been super dialed, going super hard, just fishing like till we can't stand. And I've broken more PBs this year, probably since the year we moved to Florida, and those were all new species for me. Like I've only gotten out 12, 13 times in the year, but those are full fucking days on completely dialed missions with like a super, super specific objective. So that was like the steelhead, the muskie, the walleye, and now the snakehead for me with like those PVs.
Right.
And that was like the mentality. And dude, we showed out. I mean, like then after I caught that big one, I had all the dudes at the ramp begging me and bartering me for whatever chatterbaits I had left. So I got
Hell yeah.
Imagine never fishing a chatterbait before,
dude,
that is crazy.
I don't know what they're doing.
Snakeheads, man.
There's a culture too. Like there's bait shops in Bangkok. There's like I don't even know how many fucking chatterbaits, or excuse me, how many like different unique baits I saw, but they don't have chatterbaits. Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
No chatterbaits, and yeah, it's all deep diving plugs and topwater, and like they don't really think outside the box with that. So like they thought it was a topwater bait when they saw it. They had no idea what this thing was, and I didn't think we were reinventing the wheel, bringing a chatterbait to Thailand, but apparently so. And then that night we brought back one of the smaller snakeheads, cooked it. Thumb's also like a Michelin chef,
probably.
and and they played this game. They bought a bunch of extra food and sides from all the villagers on the way back to camp. And they pretty much just sat us in a little circle and were just feeding me shit and not telling me what it was till after I ate it. So I had horseshoe crab, bro, gizzard. I had, there was this nasty fish paste.
Oh man.
Catfish roe. Like duck head we had one night.
Wow.
Beef tongue. Beef tongue was bomb.
Beef tongue was that your favorite out of all the weird ones?
Beef tongue was probably my favorite because it's just like fatty steak, like a super fatty cheap steak is what it tastes like an Outback Steakhouse kind of thing. Like is what it tastes like.
How good
They
was
eat it
that
a lot
steak?
in Mexico.
And they had these snails. So there was these invasive snails that are crushing their rice paddy fields right now or something like that. And so to try and get rid of the invasive snails, they make this like warm ceviche type dish out of them. And I'm not going to lie, I went back for seconds on the snails. Like I thought the snails were kind of bomb.
Wow.
That's far.
But yeah, dude, it was a nuts experience. A lot of reason to go back. But Thailand is a weird fishery though, because like everything was like, yo, we should just move here and make ULO compound in Thailand. We could retire tomorrow. You know, we take our like $1,000 a month sponsors and we could retire and like go fish wherever the hell we want. But like I feel like you could accomplish all your Thailand goals in like a year. That's the one thing about it. Like
because everything there's extinct.
Everything's extinct, dude, because they have this is where it made me realize like you think these places out in the world where there's fewer people or less fishing, it's like, oh, that's where I want to go. Dude, there's no sport fishing, but they just have giant fucking nets going across every river, every single square foot. So like everything's dead.
Thailand has the 5 largest freshwater species in the world besides the sturgeon, and they're all gone. The Mekong giant fish gone. The Chinese paddlefish gone.
Wait,
like,
the Mekong catfish is
in the
gone?
wild gone. Pretty much like they're literally just completely gone. The only place you can actually catch them are in those ponds, which thank God Johnny didn't do that because I know we were talking about.
Well, that's what the initial idea was to take me to do.
What you did was the best thing you could have ever possibly done. That's
agreed.
Because there was definitely a lot of talk about, and granted, like the ponds are like huge, you know, like they're more like reservoirs than ponds, a lot of them, but like it's dumb. Like
did you see the grouper ones?
I went to one. I went to the first night before we did this Snakehead, before we left for Snakeheads, we went to a restaurant. It was a floating restaurant, and you pay like $3 and you can fish, and there's barramundi and grouper and all sorts of shit on the dock. And there were, but like the fishing is kind of tough because like you can really only fish off the docks, and there's 100 dudes like plucking every barramundi that comes to the dock. Yeah. live shrimp. But there was mud skipper there, which were really cool. So Julie and I took like tiny little 2-foot ice rods and caught mud skippers on little pieces of shrimp. And I don't know if you guys know what mud skippers are, but they're like lizard fish, and they crawl up trees and stuff. And so I caught one off a tree. I threw my shrimp up onto the tree, and it jumped off the tree and ate my shrimp. And those are really cool. That was a cool experience.
That's nuts.
Those are almost extinct too over there. But yeah, dude, just overall bananas. Shout out Thumb. Check out his stuff. Incredible host. Hopefully he wants to do some, international stuff with us in the future. And I owe him big time. So that was a long-winded story, but I mean, I probably touched on like 2% of what we saw. But I also be wary of if you see people catch anything giant in the wild that Jake describes, because they're pretty much all getting snagged. Like if you see someone catch a giant stingray in Thailand, better believe that shit's fucking trebled. So I don't really have much of like,
wow.
I don't know. I almost feel like weirdly enough, and not like it's not like a cocky facetious way. It's more just like I would choose other places. Like if I were to go back to like Southeast Asia or that part of the world and invest that time, I feel like the giant snakehead was the coolest thing I could have done. Like checked it off, but now like I've heard rumors of just other shit that I think would be worth hitting.
Malaysia's
similar environment to Thailand, but just a little bit less people, I think.
Yeah, or where do they have the Papon black bass and all that shit at? What is that? Fucking
black bass.
Indonesia, New Guinea, and all that shit. Yeah,
Man,
Did you
I
ever
tell
hear
you
the
what,
giant salmon carp?
as much as you want to hate on conservation and
Mhm.
the FWC and the DEP, which we have our quarrels, but at the end of the day,
it's a complete necessity. It's a complete necessity.
You see the opposite. You see what happens when that stuff doesn't exist. So that's an interesting commentary on things to see both sides of it.
Yeah, no, it's like it's not good. Like that's where and like the poison spreads to Florida. Like that tilapia poison bullshit.
Get these tilapia out of here. That's what I'm saying. I don't like these things.
Dude,
Never
just
liked them.
I don't know.
Never liked them. Nope.
the ones that are
Never
this
liked
big
them.
are chill.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, okay?
They're good bait. The big ones suck.
They're good bait, and also like Lake Backrack is literally just stocked with tilapia, and those are like world-class bass. Those are world-class bass, and all they eat is just big tilapia.
Wow.
I don't know. I think if managed properly, which Florida's just not doing, I think tilapia would be a great additive to our environment. They're just not managed properly. It's just like mine.
You can't manage them though. Like it's like
if we had like a mass culling every year.
Like those bow guys and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Spotlight 'em.
I feel like that's like saying like manage Asian carp. Like you could kill 99% of the population, but they just are so robotic and they reproduce so fast that like all you need is 1% to live. And like it's just I don't know. I just always feel like in Florida, like you see not the small tilapia. I get excited if like you see a little like spill going into the saltwater environment, like back like and there's like little 3-inch tilapia. That's
yeah.
But like any place I see the big tilapia, it's like let's just move on. Like let's go somewhere.
I
got some like really big ones in my backyard. Sometimes if I'm ever feeling like a little brain rotted, I'll just take like a little crappie jig and I'll just fish for them back there.
They are fun.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
Okay, like 4-pound line or like 8-pound line, just.
But yeah,
that's brain rot for sure.
I've seen so many spots go to shit because of tilapia. They eat fish eggs and they just take over space.
That's what Landon is saying too.
Really bad. Oh yeah,
Jake, how you doing? How you doing tonight, Jake?
I'm great, Eric. How are you doing tonight?
Listen, I am feeling anxiety because this 150-pounder. Part 2 is not. Quentin left. Ladies and gentlemen, Quentin left. Part 2 is not able to be completed with Quentin, which means it's now falling on your shoulders, Jake. Now falling on you and Ethan Sommer, who is not here tonight. It's falling on your shoulders, not mine. I'm taking it off of my shoulders. Kai, he's relieved of his duties as well with it. You know, we've been through enough with this. It's up to you. What are you going to do to ensure that this happens on Friday?
Put some new hooks on your glide baits, and then we could start talking for sure. And then, maybe trying to get some live bait. Those are my 2 biggest changes that we could do. Definitely getting some 4X J hooks or some bigger, stronger trebles on those glide baits. Put some split rings on them. Cut the hooks up. Put some split rings on them. Get definitely a better hookup with those tarpon, and then obviously a good old live mullet. Are we doing bait of the day, lure of the day? Because lure of the day right now is a giant fucking black hog mullet like this big on its mind.
That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Have you guys ever like kind of like toyed around with adding assist hooks to the front of your glides?
Not really. I just kind of
Okay.
throw them. I mean, listen. What do you think about changing the hook out on that chop block? Do you think it's possible? First of all,
Well,
Right, yeah, you could do it.
Yeah.
So,
you
I don't know how
Easily.
much of a difference
You
it
need
why
to.
would you need to? I mean, those hooks are
with
strong.
the
on
tarpon, you
10
need to.
Yeah, if they're not getting that hook, I don't know what hook they get. It's like that shit's fucking.
You have one handy? Like, can we look at it? I want to see if you
not immediately.
Yeah,
My trailer's at the spot. Yeah.
Jeez,
But-
yeah, no, that's something that people are kind of like toying around with overseas. I know they do that a lot, where they add assist hooks, just like
for sure.
the ones that you put on like diamond jigs or something like that, just in the face. Because a lot of these fish, when they eat glides, they hit it face first. So like you put the trebles on the back as usual, or through the body, and then you put an assist hook just up at the front. And sometimes if they miss it, you'll still hook up. Like I've gotten snook to eat the ghost before. They weren't very big, but like they were missing the ghost, and they just face shot it, and I've hooked up with it before.
Yeah, it just
Something to
tarpon are
think
just fucking gay, man. They're just fucking gay. There's no rhyme or rhythm
Inshore
to it.
hipsters.
It's like I caught that fucking 20-pounder. He headshot it, swallowed it, got hooked perfectly. It's like I don't understand why one 3 times that size can't do the same thing and just stay. Like it makes no sense how that thing wrapped its mouth around a 10-inch bait, but a 100-pounder is just like boofing
I think
it.
it could be the displacement of the water.
They also have a really thick plate in their mouth. When you get one of those ones, the thickness of their mouth, like the bone plate that they have, it just gets thicker. So it takes so much more force to penetrate that. Like the tarpon, their mouths are a lot thinner. So like if a 20-pound tarpon eats a flare hawk and you set the hook, like you're gonna stick the hell out of that thing. The big ones, you need to go set the hook like 4 or 5 times with the flare hawk, like that thing stuck in their mouth.
Like you're fucking driving home a goddamn fucking spike in the ground or some shit.
Yeah, literally.
You gotta basically lobotomize a fucking tarpon.
No, literally. Just try to drive the hook into his fucking brain.
Yeah,
so make sure you do that Friday, Jake, because I can't see another one of these things get off, or I will jump into the river.
You get a spear gun.
It'll be the first trip in my new vehicle too, hopefully. So that'll be a great start.
That's
very
very
exciting.
Next coming few months that we have planned.
You got a new vehicle?
I'm working on it.
Oh, nice.
Working on it.
So what's everybody's bait of the week, man? Like I know we talked about Jake's. What about you guys?
I'll go grab mine. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, I have a song of the week. I don't know about a bait of the week.
All right, yeah, song of the week too.
I just wanted to shout out "Everybody Wants to Rule the World" because Dalton played that. It's not my song at all, right? I actually didn't even know what this song was beyond hearing it on the radio growing up. But it was the first song that Dalton played after we had caught the 40-incher that morning. And the sun was coming up and everything was good, man. And this fit perfectly at the time. Listen, you could not have picked a better song. There's no 80s song greater than this one potentially. It's funny. Like I said, I didn't even know the name of it. I looked up on my drive home. I'm like, man, what was that song Dalton was playing? I looked up 80s hits, and this was the first one I clicked on. I'm like, that sounds like it could be it. And it was it.
Wow.
So shout out to Dalton, 40-inchers, and the 80s. Everybody.
Somebody's saying.
I feel like it's a Wawa song. Like
that's a Wawa song. That's a Q1043 special. It was so funny to me that's what he went with for the first one of the day. It was so fitting. So
we got a question on here. What's the biggest bluegill you guys have caught? We'll go through it and ask this.
Ooh. 2.5 pounds.
God damn. Damn. don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting 2 pounds. Jesus.
That's huge.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
That's
Was it just
rich.
like longer and taller, or was it just more of like a fat, thick one?
I mean, the shit was like bigger than my hand. It was like a crappie.
Did you give it to Sarah, the lady that has the bluegill farm?
No, should have. I think it
Oh,
might have
yeah.
been bigger than one of hers, honestly. For real, I think I might have had the slab left. That one.
Alive anymore?
That was an F2 bluegill, man. Different strain.
Dang. All right, what about you guys, Johnny and Jake?
I think could be one of those Riverview bluegill.
Wow. Yeah.
They're out there with
big.
Keanu.
Big bluegill in the Riverview pond. I fished at Sarah's pond. Didn't see many like I didn't catch a giant. I personally didn't catch a giant. But my boy Scotty Ellis also fished Sarah's pond, which was hysterical. I had his mom pick him up at Sarah's pond. Oh no, Eric picked me up from Scotty at Sarah's pond.
What a memory.
So that was cool. That was the coolest moment. That's my biggest bluegill memory, was putting my boy Scotty, who is not a fisherman, on. He caught a nice bass at F2, by the way. And he is not a fisherman and not a rule breaker. And I had him under that cow pen, crawling around in the dung, getting in there. Just awesome.
Tampa boot camp for Scotty. That was a crazy time.
What about you, Jake?
There was this quarry in New Jersey I used to sneak into that had huge ones. I never weighed any of them, but they were pretty freaking big. But honestly, my biggest sunfish might be a pumpkin seed, funny enough, which is really interesting because bluegill actually get bigger than pumpkin seed, but I've caught 1 or 2 pumpkin seeds that were like definitely close to 2 pounds. So I don't know. Never weighed any. Never weighed a sunfish, but any sunfish that's big enough to weigh is a big sunfish. So shout out to you, Kai, weighing a sunfish. That's crazy.
No, that was a complete estimate on the number.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, how do you even like get it in there to weigh that, bro?
Yeah. No, I
way,
put him
though.
on the goddamn Rapala clip scale. Clipped his lip.
Okay.
Held him up. Yeah.
There's some quarries.
Can
up
you
north that
imagine?
have huge ones though, like big ones.
I mean, I've caught bluegills on glides before. I mean, it's very possible to catch larger bluegills. I think I caught one on a Guggen creature bait one time, like in this one guy's bluegill pond. He threatened to shoot me, so I haven't gone back. But I still don't understand how it could be that serious over bluegills. But I don't know. There were no trophies in there.
Dude. It's serious business.
I can see if there are trophies in there, but like also, like you live on this big canal. There's probably bigger bluegill in that canal. I mean, I don't know.
We've talked about this for too long.
No.
Yeah. I'm about to go to the next one.
This has been too
So-
much of a saga.
Somebody's
Bait of the week real quick.
yeah.
Or are we still doing songs? My bad. Or do we skip bait?
Us song and bait.
Okay. Because I have my bait here.
All right, perfect.
Besides the chatter bait. But I this came in the mail months ago and I couldn't find it. I finally found it. It's my better than a weighted treble.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
Wow.
Now, first of all,
Ingenuity.
came in this packaging, Phasian, everything.
Oh, it's
First
really
of all,
called that.
It's fucking sick. Like, I'll give Phasian credit. It's unique, dude. Like, it's
The two
also,
side hooks are wild, man.
dude, it's also got a bigger profile than I expected. I thought it was going to be like one of those like little OG floaters. It's like one of those medium-sized OG floaters. And it has that awesome brown trout color. Dude, I'm low. Do they know about what our fall plans are, the fans? The community?
No, they can't just yet.
They're not
They
really
can't just
supposed
yet.
to know yet.
Okay, well then I won't say it, but
Yeah, that'll do some damage for sure.
I think this is gonna fucking play, dude. With the
Yeah.
single hooks, because he's a conservationist at heart, our boy. Go check out these, dude. These are the old model too. It's just unique, man. I'm proud of them. Phasian really put a lot of work into this, and I really am confident this is going to catch some giant trout, salmonoids.
Dang,
Really cool.
bro.
Very cool.
Holy cow. And then what's your song of the week?
Song of the week. Oh, I did Passage to Bangkok by Rush. I just threw it in there because I knew Rush had a Bangkok song. So I did that for the caption today. But then I actually like re-listened to it and I was like, wait a second. This is another banger. Like, the older I get, the more I just become a Rush fan. I don't know what it is. I think
got some bangers for sure.
Dude, they're just awesome. And yeah, this song's great. So shout out Rush and shout out Thailand. But we move on. Bigger and better coming up this year with ULO. So always be a good song to look back on that journey on, though.
Were there any Bangkok jokes that you heard while you were down there? Or
dude, I can't even talk about like what's going on in Bangkok on the podcast. That place is fucking bananas.
All right, sick. All right, next up we got Kai. We got your music and bait of the week.
Bait of the week, I'll probably go spinnerbait, man. Nays spinnerbait specifically. I was messing around with that for the first time down there. It's a German brand. They make a lot of baits geared towards like those big perch, those freaking 5, 6, 7 pound perch.
Redfin perch,
catching over there, and Xander and stuff like that. But it worked very well for the snakehead. They were filling that thing on the drop with that little flutter of the blade and the jig and whatnot. Was getting some real good bites. Missed a good amount of them. They were actually pissing me off thoroughly. But it was a good time, man. My client hooked into like over 10 of them. Landed 10, hooked well over 20 probably.
Wow.
But it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm looking forward to doing some more of that snakehead fishing down there. There's a lot to expand upon in those canals and shit down there, man. And song of the week, I'm going Early in the Morning by Gap Band, because you gotta get up early in the morning if you want to get these giants, man. You can't be sleeping until 9 to the clock. Gotta get up early this time of year, man. That's been my life for the last month, waking up at fucking 4 a.m. Go drive a half an hour north to get my trailer, then an hour and a half south to go fish. And yeah, I'm getting well acquainted to the early mornings, man. It's becoming a part of my DNA now.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's take this off real quick. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Summer fishing in Florida is literally just either early butt crack of dawn or like right before it's about to get dark. That's the only time you can fish when the sun is out. That otherwise you're going to bake alive.
Yeah, I've been fucking eating it, man. This guiding shit has definitely heightened my my
tolerance.
My tolerance out there in the heat. I think I'm becoming a sun child, man. I'm
That's how it
learning
was.
too that the fish actually, contrary to popular belief, should be popping midday. Some of these some of the hottest days of the year, fucking 11 to 2 is your hottest window. It's fucking crazy to see, but you would never know unless you're out there. And when you are out there, sometimes they surprise you, for sure.
Why do you think that is, though?
Something about that sun being at the highest point in the sky, just it's like, I guess it's like the reverse of like nighttime shit. You know what I mean? Like with the darkness. Say it again.
Water you're fishing is low water quality, like a low water clarity.
Yeah, that dark tannic water
sun
too,
can
for
help
sure.
a lot,
Yeah, like them being able to feed with that light on the surface of that dark water, like the silhouette that baits make in that darker water, I think definitely plays a part in that too, like what Jake's saying. Or around like a full moon, we saw that shit fucking flared them up when they have that light to be able to make a silhouette when they're looking up to feed and keying on that shit. They take advantage of it. So I think it's a similar phenomenon in the daytime.
Yeah, we continue to see the moon phases play a major role, and I'll tell you what, Florida locals coming up, just learning this fishing game down here. When you have a moon phase in the summer combined with a tropical system, go fish every day until that rain goes away. Because then once it goes away, you're gonna wish that you were fishing every day during it. Trust me. It's kind of what we're going through right now. We had a really good. I mean, Desmond, I don't know if you were here at the time, Desmond, but there was a week where the daytime highs weren't even getting above 90, and for Florida, that's extremely rare.
Yeah.
And the fishing during that time, and this was right around the full moon. It was right around the July full moon. And the fishing during that time was, the back end of that was when the Quentin clip happened. And then, Kyle, I left. I had to go on a film shoot, but what did you notice? It's like as we got away from that moon, the bite just progressively got tougher and tougher and tougher until it was non-existent and changed, and now we're in a new cycle. But that is
it was shitty too, because I'm over here struggling to find fish in Texas, and finally daytime fishing in Florida is great, and I'm like, God damn it, bro! It was crazy. It was crazy.
What did you tell us about the Texas thing? I don't know if you guys covered that last week, but
oh yeah, no, I mean it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was eventful outside of fishing. I bought a plane ticket for the first time and got crazy fucked on prices. That was horrible. I bought a rental car and then fucked around and found out on deposits. Then I flew on a plane, found out I love turbulence. I don't know what everybody is the hype about. It feels like a roller coaster. Love it. Probably would never fly Frontier ever again. And everybody in Texas is really nice. They're very they'll actually have a conversation with you. The Southern hospitality, I feel like that's like the actual South. Florida's not really the South in my opinion. And I really experienced the difference. And then I got a bunch of cool baits while I was down there. Met a bunch of cool people. It's been cool. Met Jared. He gave I won't speak on this bait actually. Yeah, it's been a cool little couple weeks, but fishing down here for me has been weird. It's been either stupid hot or stupid pouring down, and as you guys know, I'm a land-based fisherman. So when it's raining, it's flowing, and I'm going. All week, it's just been snook, snook, snook. To the point where my girlfriend actually sat me down and had a talk about me fishing so much, and then I went out to fish right after. And my bait of the week is actually the G flag from Grow Design Works. This is what's left of it. they just they just kept ripping it off, and then I was mending it back together. Finally, I got one snook that was just small enough to kind of tail bite it, and then it was in current, so I think it just turned around too much, and I just fully ripped the whole thing off. But put up a good amount of fish. Definitely recommend the 170 version more, just because it's a little bit more durable. And then I got a second bait of the week, but it's more of just like a bait that I'm just having fun fishing. I'm not really putting up crazy fish with it. It's the Immortal Trout. This is a very fun bait to fish. I don't even know how to explain this thing. Because I've never seen a trout in real life before. It just swims very, very slow, and it doesn't make much noise. And fun fact, whatever fish I catch on it, it's probably going to be the smallest fish ever caught on it ever, because the smallest fish currently caught on the Immortal Trout is almost 9 pounds. So, it's going to be hard to compete with those numbers.
That's a California reservoir lure, yeah.
Yeah. I actually got it so I can hopefully, when I'm traveling soon, I can try and go winter fishing in Cali. I have a board now. I can fly a plane. So the possibilities are now endless. Not gonna lie.
Desmond, I have a Texas related question for you.
Yes.
As someone who has not watched this video yet, but intends to, wants to when the time is right, I'm quite intrigued by the paddleboard crusaders, the whole culture behind it. I think I was having a conversation with someone recently, and we were talking about, there's a lot of different crews or movements, so to speak, coming up in the fishing world these days. And I have my opinions about some of them. Some of them I really like, and I'm really intrigued by, and I think the people behind it are doing it for the right reasons. And the two that I want to shout out specifically are Dylan, AZ Swim Bait Kid, and his crew out there in Arizona. What they're doing in the Baja and in Arizona, just really good dudes. I haven't gotten to meet the other ones, but and then I think you guys. I think the whole paddleboard Crusaders. Shout out to Knowles. Shout out to a lot of the kids that I've seen originally through liking Uncle Larry stuff, and then I've become familiar with what they're doing. And again, I always get a very genuine energy from it, very positive. And I saw that they recently debuted kind of the big first video.
It's like a mixtape.
So yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but can you give me a little background on just like, first of all, what the paddleboard thing is about, that movement that you guys are doing, and then that video in particular?
Yeah. So the best way I can describe it is like, you guys remember like the sports mixtapes from like way back when, like people were scouting like players. They'd have this like, you remember like the Tavon Austin, I think that's his name, where it's just the music and just highlight reels, just not letting up, right? It Aim for the World is basically that for the first half, right? It's just all three of them putting up good fish in their respective areas because they're all from each different region, right? And then it's over like, I think like a death metal song. I'm not too versed in metal, so I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure it's a death metal song. And then it cuts through like about 7 minutes through, and then you kind of see like Marshall give like a nice ode to his old friend, his late friend that passed now. His name is Juan, and he screams "Aim for the World," and I shit you not, I think there was like almost 9 or 10 double digits that are just back to back to back to back to back. In Florida, in Texas, I think one in Cali, if I'm not mistaken, and then a bunch in Japan. And these are all just like caught by Marshall. These are just Marshall putting up double digit fish on swim baits. One from the mother, a couple from I think the Tyrant 8, the Tyrant 10. It's basically like a mixtape. That's the best way I can describe it. But the Paddleboard Crusaders, in my opinion, I'm kind of like at the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion, like on the Paddleboard Crusaders berg. But it's kind of like what the message of like you guys have, like where it's just like get out, just get out and fish by any means necessary. So how you guys had these Marshall's kayak that y'all were just dropping in the water, like y'all were just sitting in those, sketch as hell. The Paddleboard Crusaders is basically the paddleboard version. So Knowles fishes on a freaking Amazon paddleboard. That shit's sketch. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little sketch. And then just like he just sits on it and then paddles around, no trolling motor, no nothing, just like very bare bones fishing. But it's just to get out. And I think that's kind of what the message was at its core. I think, like you were saying, like your feelings can change on it with the more people that are entered into something. The more people that join the movement can kind of bastardize it. But at its core, that's basically what it is.
And I think that's really cool. Yeah, everyone go check out That's the title, Aim for the World.
Aim for the World
on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta go watch it myself.
I didn't realize they put it out on YouTube. I saw they had the debut night where they had like the little festival and stuff, and I was just
very sick
for those guys. Like they work so hard, and they've got such a pure mindset behind it that I was just happy.
You can't fake it. You can't fake it. It's not hard to tell. That's the thing. It's not hard to tell. It's
like a real community, bro.
Yeah, I've met like Noel. I haven't even met Knowles in person. I don't, and it's like that whole crew. I could just tell that we would all get along. We'd all be able to fish with each other. It's through the screen.
A lot of them actually watch the pod too. Fisher on Fine Trout. He's in the Paddleboard Crusaders universe. A lot of the guys that watch from Texas actually fish this particular lake where a lot of these double digits are from. some of those guys are dialed over there. Like, especially now that I fished in Texas,
Mhm.
that it's not sweet over there like people think. It's hard, and some of those guys are putting up good fish, bro. It's kind of like how people think about Florida. Like going into Florida, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna catch a bunch of double-digit fish, 40-inch snook." It ain't sweet down here, guys. I know you guys can tell because you guys aren't even from here and came down and found out, and now you guys can kind of see like it's really levels to it. Yeah,
Well said.
yeah.
Well said. I'm glad we went on that tangent. I wanted to know more about that situation.
Yeah.
What else we got tonight? We got any good chat comments? I feel bad because first of all, the chat comes up so small, and I can never even keep up. I gotta zoom in here.
Yeah, we got a lot. So
Okay, pull some of them up. Let's see what we got tonight.
yeah. Let's see. We got one. Never seen a trout in real life. Life is terrible.
Muppets.
Somebody said a whole
Love
lot of
money.
turbulence. Love turbulence. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sick. It's
That's
a
a
roller
funny-
coaster
I
ride.
don't
for free.
understand that. Take it off
You don't what? Why? It's
because
Why?
it's terrifying. It's horrible. Like
it's not.
It
I like
is.
that emoji. That's pretty much how I feel during turbulence.
Yeah, I love how you think turbulence is fun and manatees are scary. That's just
No.
that explains a lot, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely
So backwards.
I like thrills, so I like certain thrills, but then there are certain things like if I'm not in control, I'll like freak out. Like a manatee, that I'm in its domain. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're not in control 40,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, but like if I die, like if the plane goes down, like I'm not gonna be able to do nothing. So like I just kind of gotta like enjoy the ride, enjoy
the definition
enjoy
of
the drop.
not being in control, right?
Yeah, but like it's on the opposite end. Like it's fun on two ends of the spectrum. If you're fully in control, it's fun. But if you're not in any control at all, it's also fun. Because like, what are you gonna do? Just enjoy it.
You're not,
Just
you're, not
enjoy
in, you're not in any control when a 14-foot gator has you by the jaws across the neck. You know, you're not in control there either.
You just gotta enjoy it. Enjoy the nature. You're getting a first hand.
Enjoy
You're getting a first hand.
We are
got-
supposed to go that way, I think, by
Yeah.
like a 14-foot gator in a jaw or like.
I almost did, John. You didn't hear this on the last pod, boy. We had probably in the 6 years we've been down here, we had the most interesting alligator experience, I would say, that we've had yet. Our only rival maybe by you getting bumped by one in that creek in the little green kayak.
Yeah, that
was
wasn't
nice,
fun.
too. That was a good one too. Yeah. Trying to
Wait,
think
was
of
this
that.
was this gator more aggressive than the one that we saw on the Mayaka on your boat?
So so here's the thing. So I wasn't gonna say the name, but we were out on a river, right? Kai and myself, and we're very far up this river, very very far. Like I'm talking, this was the single longest Newport run that we had ever made, and we were seeing the craziest shit. Like for example, at one point we were going across a limestone rapid that looked like a trout stream, and Kai looks to his right and he goes, "What the heck is that?" And then it's a manatee crawling on
Hell
the
no.
limestone rapid.
Hell no.
Like
Oh
2
my
hours.
God.
He's afraid of
crawling.
manatees, but not gators.
He's crawling out
The
of
type of
Oh.
shit that their season is 90.
That is disgusting,
Crawling
man.
manatees.
Oh my God. You can like see
So
their
was it
bone.
moving?
Oh.
Hmm?
Was it stranded? Like, was it going to die? Or was
No, it's just their natural migration. Like
They drink fresh water. They need to be up there to get their fresh water.
He was doing what he do. He was flopping up the flat.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's flopping up the flat. But so this river is getting very tight, and it's like tight corners and turns and bends and then tall grass. And we're moving fast because we got somewhere to be, and it's going to take a long time to get there. So we're going on 90, 100%. We come around this one bend, and what do you know? In the tall grass sits an 11, 12-foot alligator, just happens to shoot out basically right at Kai, right? Like it was like literally just shot out at you, jumps in behind his kayak. So Kai's going, thing jumps in behind his kayak. Now I come around the bend. it was out of a movie. I wish my GoPro was going. Pops its head up, like whoop, pops its head up right in front of me. So we're just in this tiny creek. It's looking at me. I'm looking at him. There's nowhere for either of us to go. And I just like kind of do a little shimmy shake around the side of it, and it just kind of does exactly what it probably did to you, Johnny, when you were in the creek. Just goes right by an 11, 12 footer. Just, you know.
There's nothing you can do in that situation. You just gotta let it. You just gotta ride out.
I was like, either this thing's gonna hit me out of the kayak or it's gonna go by me somehow, and it went by me. But
such as most things in life.
Yeah.
What animal are you guys most scared of in Florida? If you had one animal that you're most afraid of out of every single one, what would it be?
Bill Gates.
Tussock moth caterpillar.
Bill Gates mosquitoes is a great one.
I think it's those wasps that live in the mangroves. I've heard about them, but those I've seen one nest. Oh, Des, we got chased by them, dude.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
The swarm. The wasp.
And it was like a cartoon. It looked straight out of a cartoon because it was only chasing it was only chasing Landon and Johnny. And that was it.
Dude, I sprinted to a kid's playground. I felt awful. Like I was like, I'm gonna spread them out. I'm gonna make there's a bunch of kids playing around. I'm gonna make sure they have other targets. Like
I'm afraid of that happening in the kayak because there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It's like, that's when the gators become an issue, or the sharks, or anything else. It's when I'm splashing around trying to get away from the wasps. And I remember always thinking about that, being back in those Tampa ponds and thinking like, shit, like if I get hit by a wasp, I don't want to know what's in the water here because I'm going to have to dive in.
I remember Trevor Sody saying something about that. Like,
he's the one who got it in my fucking head.
Yeah, be careful about those wasp nests in the mangroves, man. They're gigantic.
You skip a mini mullet in there and it just comes out.
Get pulled by a wasp.
Des, I'll tell you what though, the animal that I'm most afraid of.
Lo and behold, I got a potential business partner of ours on a film shoot going through a creek, and what do you know? There's a wasp nest in a dying palm tree right in the creek that we got to go through. I'm like maneuvering around it. Not good. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. No, they make them in the dying palm trees. Seen a few in the dying.
A bunch of dead matter.
Yeah.
Dude,
look out.
Up north, Des, though, not a Florida animal, but just a surprising one. It's the fucking beavers, bro. It's like upstate New York.
I would actually be chill with the beaver because, like, what is it gonna do to me? You know?
Oh, well, that's what I thought because, like, my college mascot was a beaver. I used to think it was kind of pussy shit, like oh, little fucking dude. Eric and I saw a beaver swimming in this river in upstate New York that literally I thought it was a baby manatee. It was so fucking big. And like if you're walking through the tall, like 6-foot grasses on the edge of the river and like you spook one and they tail slap at you, it sounds like a shotgun, like louder. It's one of the craziest fucking things, dude. Like,
all right, that probably would freak me out a little bit. All right, I'm not gonna lie. My most this pales the manatee, okay? This overshadows the manatee by billions of feet, okay? The scariest animal for me, this is the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen, is those tussock moth caterpillars, okay? If you don't know what a tussock moth caterpillar is, it's the ones with the orange, it's got like the orange head on them and like real fur. Those are the scariest things I've ever seen. I once called out of work because one was on my car. I'm not even fucking kidding. I called out of work because I was not going to get in the car because it was on the car.
Des.
But you're not afraid of turbulence though, or like crashing.
No. I actually I'm going to prefer the window seat from now just so I can see like when the planes kind of like do their thing with the turbulence because like whatever happens they kind of like it kind of wiggles the wings. But no, like you get me near like a tussock moth caterpillar, I will freak out. I will go out of character. Yeah. Nah, I lose all character.
you're fucking nuts, dude.
It's the scariest fucking thing. Just moths, period. They freak me out. Yeah, they freak. I'm not afraid of the water. I'm not afraid of deep water. I'm not afraid of the dark. Not afraid of alligators. Not afraid of sharks. Never experienced a bear encounter like up close, so I can't say if I'm afraid of bears, but I would assume I'm not. Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah.
everybody says till they run into a bear.
Yeah, as soon as I said it too, I thought that too, because I was like, I probably would be afraid of a bear.
Or
Like,
a female bear. Really what you gotta
I
worry
probably
about.
would be afraid of a bear.
Simply
If you're not okay running into mean dogs, you probably would not be okay.
Oh no, I'm chill. Me personally, I'm chilling around mean dogs because like I got these hands. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God!
I got
Okay.
hands. Like
We gotta throw you in with the Mexican dogs and see what happens.
No, the
I-
strays.
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be chill. Like I'm putting hands. I'm putting straight paws on a dog, bro. No pun intended.
Yeah, but there's
I'm
like
putting straight.
50 of them. There are 50 of them, and they're starving, bro. And you're looking plump to them, bro.
I'm getting it in that head like you want to be like him? You want to be like him? And then you're all barking because they want me to let him go. And you want to be like him? All right. And I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna back away with the first victim. I'm gonna just back away. They're all gonna be barking to let him go. You just need one example.
Dez on his Caesar Milan shit.
Yo, you think that guy abuses dogs, bro? Because like I feel like he abuses dogs. There's no way that guy like put him in a headlock. I feel like he might really be doing that. I feel like he might really be doing that, bro.
I remember watching those episodes. He'd be doing he'd be poking them. He hit them in like their pressure points and some shit.
That's so crazy, bro. You are not a ninja, bro. Relax.
Nah, real shit. They be working too and poking them in the neck.
That's so.
You
No,
have to
I'm not
try
gonna
that
lie
on a
though.
bear if you ever run into one.
If a bear actually charges me though, guys, that will be you will hear that in past tense at my funeral because like there's nothing I'm doing against a bear. I'm not even 6 foot, bro. So like, what am I gonna try to hit the bear in his face? I can't reach up there.
I think that's what Desmond needs in his life. He needs his revenant arc.
He needs a bear.
He needs to be like mauled by a bear, but come back. You know what I mean? Heal in the
Survive to tell a story.
Yeah, and then come back and get revenge. That's what you need, Desmond.
That's like some outdoors 50 Cent shit.
Dog.
You ain't get shot 50 times. You just got attacked by a grizzly.
Yeah, bro. I'd rather get I'd rather get attacked by a bear because like getting shot in public is so ass. Like people listen.
That should do be ass, bro.
Everybody
that should be so
like,
ass.
oh my god.
Oh my god. Exactly.
That should do be ass.
You don't want all that unwanted attention, you know?
Exactly, bro.
Oh my god.
I would rather be mauled by a bear than get either beat up in public or get shot in public.
I don't know, man.
You'd rather get mauled by a bear than get beat up?
Jason, I don't know.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll probably take the gun.
Yeah, I would too.
Nah, bro.
Damn,
Here's the
really
thing.
sit and think about that. You would definitely take the
I'm
gun.
probably taking the gun.
Everyone
Here's
here
the
would
thing.
take the gun.
Dude, a
Here's the
bear that's some other shit.
Bro, did you watch The Revenant?
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies. It's like one of my it's one of my favorite movies, bro.
The big thing is being killed versus being eaten. Those are two
Yo,
different things.
Eric, you got to tell the story, or at least part of the story.
Yes,
That was
please.
what you just said
What story?
about the black bear versus the brown bear from our man in the Catskills from an unnamed location.
Oh no,
In that
I don't want to talk about this. You tell that story.
Well, I'm not gonna. I actually have to go in a sec too, but I just want to clarify what we're talking about the bears. So we just came out of the woods on the craziest hike we've ever done, and probably still to this day one of the craziest hikes we've ever done. Would you agree, Eric?
I would agree.
So in the snow, no food, no water, and we finally get out of these woods, and we're like still several miles from the car, set like way too far. It's gonna get dark. There's a blizzard coming the same night, and like the blizzard's gonna hit in like 3 hours. And this guy on this cabin at the end of the road sees us walking, and he's like, "Hey, like, you guys need a ride?" And we're literally in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's getting dark. We have so many, I don't know, probably an hour or two walk back to the car still after walking hours and hours. So this guy basically saved our lives. And he was telling us that right before a blizzard, the black bears get really aggressive because they need to eat before they hibernate. So he's saying if there's any night you're going to get eaten by a bear, it's tonight.
gonna be.
And so basically, and there's a lot of bears in that area. And he says the difference between a brown bear and a black bear is a brown bear is like a dog. A brown bear will kill you for sport. Like a grizzly bear will just go kill you because it's fun for them. A black bear, when a black bear kills you, it's like a cat. It'll kill you to eat you. And that was one of the scariest things anyone's ever told us because we had just come out of black bear infested woods right before a blizzard, freezing cold. Basically would not have gotten back to the car if it wasn't for that man. So,
whoa, no, that is wild. That's wild.
Eric and I talk about that night all the time.
Yeah, we've done some stupid stuff, people.
Yeah, I actually got to go there, guys. I got to peace out.
By now.
That should actually further push the point.
Viewership.
That should actually further prove the point that I'd rather take that than getting my ass beat in public. I really would. All right. We're moving on. Let's move on to some questions, actually.
Yeah, do we have any more
All right.
questions?
Let's see. We got people telling me to check in when I get to Cali. I will. I do not want to die.
Yeah, especially if you plan on going to Oakland.
Yeah, and I wear a lot of black too. I don't want them to. Yeah, any color in Cali is just
You're gonna run into Crip Mac, man.
Bro, no.
51st Street.
No, he is definitely an FBI informant. He is definitely working with the law. There's no way he isn't working with the law.
I gotta see Dez on the West Coast with
Crip Mac.
That's one big kid, man.
That would actually be we would do a song together. Actually,
that would be some shit.
I'm gonna produce a song for him.
He'll probably put you on your PB out there too. Real shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
He catching some slop. I didn't know he was in Oakland doing that. That's crazy. I didn't know they had bass in Oakland.
I didn't know they even had. Yeah, I didn't even know they had water down there. Like he's dodging Karens and bullets, bro. He's dodging Karens and
I know
bullets.
they said it never rained in Southern California.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
that's what the song say.
I didn't even know there was water there.
I didn't know they had no ponds in Oakland. That's crazy. You put me on game.
Oh, he said I'm stamped.
Oh,
Actually,
he in here. He in there.
I'm stamped. I'm wearing all red.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's
I'm joking,
hot.
guys.
It has been different. I mean, I'm uncomfortable out here.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
humid, bro.
Yeah. It's been bad the last few days.
That is the one thing I do like about Texas. It's hot as butt, but it's not humid. So like you don't have swamp ass over there. You just sweating. It's something you can just wipe off and be good for like another hour. You don't got to like continuously wipe. You don't got to be like uncomfortable pulling your shirt. Nothing.
Yeah.
That dry heat.
That's the hottest I've ever been though in Texas. For the Classic in Fort Worth. You guys remember that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
blazing sun.
That was perfect example of the fishing in Texas can be tough.
Oh,
Seeing
Trainy
the bird
River.
come in with fucking 11 inchers, hoping it could weigh it in for the Classic. That's nuts.
That's a funny story. Yeah, and then everyone's trying to ask him for interviews.
I think it's crazy that we don't really talk about like you guys' tournament like you guys have like been in the big leagues before. We don't really talk about that a lot.
What, infiltrating the Classic and stuff?
Yeah, like we don't really talk about that ever, and I think it's kind of crazy, guys.
It was a
Yeah,
different era.
we just kind of like would show up at the Classic and just go wherever we wanted. I mean,
Like, have you fished in one?
oh no.
Okay.
I'm not-
Yeah, Johnny's. What are you talking about? Johnny's fishing a couple classes.
yeah, couple classes.
Yeah, back in the day.
I'd
Senko. He throws the Senko.
I bet you would have
Classic.
won that Texas Classic, wacky rigging a Senko, bro.
All right, so like,
Pack.
Oh,
Smackdown Hank Cherry.
What's
Johnny
still
and I
crazy
found
is
our way into one of the Toyotas at the weigh-in somehow, some way. We was on the
Oh,
way
the
in.
hell?
Can you tell the story? Can you tell the story of interviewing the Toyota people?
Oh my God, with Ike.
No, just you guys. You guys remember you guys in the Toyota?
Oh shit! No, we took the ride in the Toyota. I forgot about
Wait,
that.
so what happened? I remember taking the ride.
No, there were so many Toyota things. I just
Are you talking
remember
about the guy who said,
I
"You got
remember
your
the guy
fucking
that came
hat
up to
on"?
you. You got your that guy. You got your Bucky's hat.
Well, there was like the really
that was the guy who let us take the ride. I think that was
It
him.
was the same guy.
I think it was him.
No
I'm pretty
way.
sure. That's what started it.
Wow. That's
That
the
was
thing,
nuts,
dude.
though. I
You
think
just gotta keep
the
showing up,
highlight
dude.
of that was just me, I think, name dropping Ike. Like while we were like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you work with one of our good friends, you know.
No. We say, can Mike come on the ride with us?
Oh yeah.
And then he goes, I don't know about that, buddy.
He didn't know that we knew Ike, so he thought we were just fucking around. Like, yeah, no, Ike's not gonna ride.
And then
He
Ike
was like,
sprints over and gives us a big hug, and he's like, "No fucking way. Who are you guys?"
oh my God. That wow.
So,
Why does
like-
all of that seemed like a blur.
Because it was.
So like in the
was
tournament
good.
scene, Ike is like Tom Brady in the tournament scene is what I'm kind of hearing. Like, is that
More like an Aaron Rodgers.
okay?
I like
okay.
that comparison more. Yeah.
Because like,
Okay.
like
Tom
Tom
Brady's
Brady
like
would be
Kevin
like
Van Dam.
KVD, right?
Yeah.
KVD. Okay. All right. So we have like Tom Brady, KVD. Let's say Ben Roethlisberger, Big Ben. Who would that be in the tournament scene? Would that be like
That might like,
Corey Johnson.
stop.
is that like is
The man wins. The man wins.
Okay.
He wins. He wins. But he's probably got a couple bathroom allegations thrown in there. That's probably a really good.
yeah, no, he's Big Ben. He's Big Ben for
That's
sure.
a
though.
good one. Probably shouldn't be out there, to be honest. But
Oh man. Yo,
So you know-
who's the Mike Vick of fishing?
Mike Vick,
Damn.
everyone's too goody two shoes, right?
No,
Like,
but like
I'll-
who went away? Who went away for a scandal and came back?
Yeah. Did anybody make it back from the scandal?
I don't-
in
dude,
bass fishing?
I don't
think
know.
so.
Maybe
I think once you get scandaled in
Milliken.
bass fishing, that's it. That's your career.
Milliken.
No, he's not Mike Vick. That's
No,
not
Milliken's like Milliken's more like a Ennis Cantor or something. Ennis Freedom
His
Cantor.
character is great. I would have said like a Westbrook or something.
Oh my god.
Like he only fished for like a year, you know, like short career, showed some promise, did his thing, and now he's like loves to talk.
Oh, he doesn't fish anymore. Like
No, like,
for like the tournaments.
thing anymore.
No,
I thought he only did it for like a year.
No, he did it for 2 years, I think, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck bass."
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no, I hope he doesn't hear that and think that was a criticism. Like that was like
No.
a compliment.
No, I actually want to know. Like, yeah, I'm actually curious. This is like all lore for me. So
Yeah, throw out
That's
some pro
crazy.
names. We'll try and give you some athlete comps or celeb
Oh.
comps or something.
yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Honestly, I know the only other two people I know are Zaldane and Brian Latimer. That's it.
Chris Zaldane is like Chris Paul. I feel like.
Is it in like a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. You interpret that however you interpret Chris Paul.
B-Lat, I feel like I'm gonna try and come up with something here.
Who's the Ron Artest?
I was gonna. Who's the point guard for who he was on the Grizzlies and everybody.
Ja Morant?
Conley.
Oh, Conley.
Yeah, like everybody likes the guy. He's decent. He's been around.
Hamner.
Justin Hamner. Mike Conley.
Nicest guy. He went
Nicest
to
guy around. Nicest guy around.
The
Justin
CP3, I'm still stuck on the CP3 thing. That was such a good, like, I actually love that analogy.
Yo, they really dicked him from the league, huh? CP3.
I
Yeah,
don't know what
because
they
he
did.
sucks.
I've
He
just always
sucks.
heard that he
CP3 will hit you with the rule book, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like the thing is, he always gets
Short
to
guy,
the finals
man.
and then falls through every single time. He just can't he can't finish. He can't seal the deal at anything. And like if you're shit and you don't do anything, it's still just as bad as if you go hard and then still don't do anything. It's like what are these points for? What is all this work for if you still can't finish the job? You know what I mean?
Seth Feider, Larry Bird.
Mm.
Well, that's
Is
a
that
good,
the guy with the porn stash and the long hair?
Yeah, bro.
that's a good one.
I fuck with him. I do fuck with him.
He's great. Well,
I-
Seth is great. What you know what I like about Seth? However you think that guy is from what you see on the internet, that is exactly who he is times 2. He's just a chiller.
Dude, the more he
Yeah.
smokes, the younger he looks. I don't get it. Every time I see him, I'm like, bro, you look
Cigarettes work for him. It's not like there's no endorsement of cigarettes, but they work for him.
Secret to
Well,
longevity.
I like this game. Hang on, I want to do a couple more of these.
give us a pro name.
Who's the Carl Anthony Towns of this shit?
Oh,
Like really good, kind of zesty.
wow.
Oh man. Oh man.
You know who it was? You know who it was? It was dude, who's that Z-Man, bro?
Deets?
Dietz, bro. Dietz is Carl Anthony Towns. Champion.
All right, so who would be the Allen Iverson of this?
That's
of this
Ike.
whole thing?
That's Ike and Nelly. That's
That
the
could be
best.
Ike.
That's
I'm
the
not
best
mad
Ike
at that
and Nelly.
actually. I'm not mad
Really?
at that actually.
That's
No,
perfect.
but I done won.
That's
Oh.
fair. That's fair. No, that's really culturally. It has to be AI. That's the best comparison.
Yeah, because he's
Wow,
kind of
that's
got the
true,
swag
though.
too. He
Yeah,
kind of
I
had
got
like the
rings.
different swag.
Yeah. Well, Mike changed it's funny. They're both from Philly. Mike changed the fishing culture at the time, and I think many ways similar to the way AI changed basketball at the same time too. Early 2000s, crazy. But yeah, never won.
Yeah, Philly
So
on
I'm
top, early 2000s.
Yeah, and now they got Braun.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you feel about that, Johnny? We haven't even talked about.
Oh, I was like, he's not gonna do it, but Philly's the fucking move. I was like, wow, he really did it. I'm stoked. I think that's sick. I'm all in on that. I'm pumped for Brady. I might have to hop on Card Hog and get like a Chrome edition Braun and Philly card.
Brady's having the best year ever.
Shout out to Brady, man. His son was born. Cooper Edwards is now in this
Wait,
world.
did he name his kid Cooper?
Cooper Edwards?
It's
Congratulations.
not
It was
after
almost
the
Cooper River.
is it?
Yeah, he was shooting for River as the middle name. Apparently, Rachel wasn't going for that. But Cooper Edwards. And then the very next day, LeBron goes to Philly. I mean, Brady's.
Wait, his kid's name is Cooper after the Cooper River.
Yes.
That is unbelievable.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Brady, man. Listen, this is beautiful. Yeah, he had the week of his life for sure.
And
That's amazing.
I owe Brady some real FaceTime because I love Brady, great friend. But Brady and I were best friends for 1 week, and it was the week of the Jersey drones. We were on the phone from the time the sun went down till the time the sun came up for like a week straight, just having deepest, craziest talks, looking up at the sky, having panic attacks.
Yeah, that's the most I talked to Brady too. I think, and like, yeah, and like my whole life, yeah. That time period.
Jersey drones.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was calling me like every other day. Dick.
I think in that moment, Brady was convinced of like everything that you guys have been talking about. Like they're like, oh, but he's like, oh my god.
Bro, I don't know who else to talk about.
Yeah, he's like,
I don't know who else to talk to.
you guys knew everything.
So who is Brady
I can't
Edwards?
talk
Just
to
for
anybody
like,
else about this shit.
That's not a right now question.
oh, okay. So it's got some lore to it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, like the ghosts of your garage sessions, you know, like he's
Oh
like,
yeah, mine is bald actually.
yeah, he's a garage legend, you know? And you just hope that one day, every time you go into your garage, you think Brady's going to be sitting there with a Black and Mild or a blunt and some Cabo Wabo.
It's crazy because those times
that just made me
are
sad.
like gone.
That just made me
That
sad.
was like
bro.
that was something to cherish.
Holy shit.
And, like hold on to, and
You
like,
just made me like,
we'll never be sitting in the garage quite like that.
oh my
The
god.
Hotel Larry really changed a lot of lives.
That's
It was
crazy.
pivotal time.
That was some shit.
No, it is that weird thing when you look back. It's like
Beautiful,
there's-
unlikely friendship that came out of the garage that's been maintained is the Brady Mark Moutinho.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best examples of Uncle Larry Outdoors, right there. Is that friendship?
That would never have transpired. Beautiful thing.
How's Mark doing?
Dude, Mark's good. When I did the Philly Marathon last fall, Mark came, and he actually ran like a 1/10 of a mile with me, and then he took Julie and I out to dinner, which was cool.
That's sick.
A 1/10 of a mile is 360 feet. He ran 360 feet with you?
Yeah, something like that.
Roughly.
Mark's got the feedback going, you know.
Okay, all right.
Yo, I saw you at the wedding with Ryan too, man.
Well, Ryan was the part of Bangkok that, like, I don't even know if I could talk about on the pod. Ryan,
no, I saw in the short stories that I saw of Ryan taking
My
on
man,
the dance floor. That was all I needed to know.
guy, he brought a new girlfriend from down that he met on the street that night. I'll just say girlfriend.
Shit.
And her name was Fish. Her name
Her
was
name was Fish.
Her name was Fish, and the theme of
my
the
God.
weekend was going fishing. And
Oh my God.
so Ryan went down to the massage parlor bar and brought Fish back to the multi-million-dollar wedding, and she was awesome.
Oh my God.
That literally sounds like straight from The Hangover, bro. Like,
Oh,
that's so crazy.
My boy had a fucking time, dude. It was awesome.
Fuck, man. Ryan, I miss Ryan, man.
Dude, we gotta get him. We gotta get him in on wherever ULO goes. He's got to be like our non-fishing part.
Yeah, tell him to pull up to the UP.
Yo, yes, dude. He would love that.
Can you imagine Ryan at Picture Rocks? Bruh, I should get a picture, right?
Should get a pic of the picture rocks, right?
So, going back to the tournament scene, I actually have a question. I have a hypothetical here, okay?
Yeah. What's up, Des?
So, I think in my eyes, and I want to see if you guys think that this is a crazy take or if you guys agree. I think with the growing trend of using all these different baits, we got dice, we got the koi case, we got glides, we got what other bullshit we got right now?
Spoons.
Spoons,
That ain't
right? The
bullshit.
big ass spoons. No. The big ass spoons are kind of bullshit. The foot long spoons, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
You're right.
I mean,
Anyway,
I won't argue with that.
All right, where you get with this question, Desmond?
I think we're going to return to a trend of the Senko absolutely outfishing all these baits in a quantity and quality wise.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's just the subtle movement of a wacky rigged worm, and like give it 2 years, it's going to be back on top.
Yeah, I'll take it a step further than that. I think it's going to revert back to things like I was saying the spoons in the sense of the spoons that we fish, and just like the fact that it's a freaking piece of metal. And yeah, everything goes in cycles. And I feel like as technology and AI and all these things get crazier and crazier, you're going to see a need, a want from humans for more baseline human stuff, even if it's of a lower quality. You know, people just want something created
Just want less
by
sometimes.
humans as things get more and more artificial. Well, as technology and fishing gets crazier and crazier and the fish are seeing all this stuff, I think you are absolutely correct. You're going to see a reversion back to way more rudimentary methods, and I think that goes even further beyond the Senko. With us specifically, not to get too into detail, with what's going to be going down this fall. But yeah, look out for the metal, man. Look out for just a fucking hunk of metal that's been catching fish since the 1950s. You know, it still works, and I agree. I think as things get crazy, that stuff's going to start working more. It's just like in high school. This is like the early 2010s. Everyone was throwing a chatterbait in New Jersey for bass. You know, the chatterbait was just everywhere. And what did we do at that time? Well, we started throwing a spinnerbait a lot more. Because naturally, if everyone's throwing a chatterbait on a body of water, then I'm going to throw a spinnerbait. Spinnerbait still works, you know? Now they're not seeing them anymore. So all of a sudden, it becomes a new thing again. So
That is true. I'm seeing a lot less people, even myself. I haven't picked up anything conventional in almost half a decade. Like, I think the one time I did pick up spinnerbait, like a couple weeks ago, I actually was slaying, and it was actually kind of fun. I'm actually less versed in conventional than I am swim bait fishing, and I think the pendulum is eventually going to swing for the entire country, and it's gonna. Yeah, I think real numbers are going to be put back on like the Ned rig. I think people are going to start downsizing again. People are killing it on the G Crazy, and that's just a skinny ass worm. I think the Ned rig is going to come back. The fluke, just like the simple fluke, maybe even the Carolina rig. That might be pushing it. That might be pushing it though. The Carolina rig might be pushing it. But yeah, I think it's all going to return. It's kind of crazy. Somebody said that's my go-to when other stuff fails. Spinnerbait will never fail.
T-Dub, the spinnerbait. You know where he be throwing a spinnerbait?
Try
Hey, T-Dub, man. I don't want to spoil his sauce, but hey, man.
Yeah.
You ever seen a big bass get caught on a flare hawk before?
That was ridiculous seeing that. I'm not gonna lie.
T-Dub's seen it plenty of times. Possibilities. There's a lot of possibilities out there.
But gotta keep the mini flares for the peas down though.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True. 3 links. Yeah. Wow. Wow. In the Shaq jersey.
Oh yeah. Yo, how is our boy David doing?
He's not there anymore. Is he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't stay in Miami anymore.
Oh,
I think he's back out in the Midwest. Last I talked to him.
he's a Midwest soul, but that Miami crib was pretty sick.
I
What can be? I'm not gonna lie. What can be good about the Midwest?
No.
He did not belong. That's super interesting.
The Midwest has the nicest people in the world.
Really?
I mean, would we consider Wisconsin the Midwest? Right?
I think so.
I think so. Wisconsin had the coolest people I've ever met. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so that would be the pull to the Midwest. Because I always wondered that, like, why would somebody leave to go there? Because, like, it doesn't seem like there's anything there to me. The only place I would go to in the Midwest, in my mind, before hearing about Wisconsin would be Chicago. And I feel like, I don't know.
I'm not a huge fan of Chicago because it's
probably the last place I would go in the Midwest.
It's really? Just kind of New York City, which I'm not the biggest fan, but like place.
I've never been to either, so
it's not.
You don't want to go to any cities. In
yeah, I'm
man.
just not a city guy. I kind
stay
of
away from the cities.
I never got my card, so I'm not allowed in anywhere still, I think. Yo, how about that? Like, fuck it, dude. I gotta ask, like, how about the news the last 2 weeks vindicating 2020 through 2022 ULO like never before? And
hey, I gotta find. Hey, man, I gotta find that. I'm not gonna say names, but
it makes me sad.
What are we talking about?
That girl in New York. Hey, you owe me an apology.
Oh,
right?
Dude,
what are we talking about?
The apology list is
agreed. It makes me sad, Johnny. It really makes me sad because
what are we talking about here?
Because a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships, a lot of bridges that'll never quite be as strong as they were prior to that time period in history. And it's all because of people just not wanting to listen to when other people have their best interest at heart. And that could go either way. You know what I mean? That's up for debate. But the facts are out now 5 years later, and it's like, damn.
Well,
it doesn't even make me feel good anymore.
Exactly.
It's like
That's the thing, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine if this came out. Well, the thing. All right, I was gonna say, imagine if this came out when we were in Riverview, like how nuts we would have went and celebrated. Like, does he? But then I correct
We
myself.
threw a party, a maskless party.
Yo, but Kai, bro.
Oh, this is about COVID?
Oh my
Are
God!
you might be
Dennis.
jabbed,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
No. Bro, I was trying to figure out like this
You're
entire
putting the
time. I was
pieces
like,
together now.
bro, I thought you were talking about the election, but then I was like, that.
No.
Why would we be talking about that?
No,
Okay, so we're talking about
talking
COVID.
about the pandemic, man.
Okay. All right, I cannot enter this.
Kai, here's
I cannot
the thing,
enter
though.
this, bro.
I had to correct myself because like this all did come out when we were in Riverview. We were screaming it from the rooftops. This was known since day one. And like I don't know, like is it because Tucker said it this time? Like I don't get it.
It's
Like,
because
as
Tucker
soon
and
as-
Candace.
No,
As soon as it became,
it's because Fauci stood on the congressional hearing and said, "I plead the fifth
yes,
to
it
every
didn't answer
single
anything.
fucking question."
As soon
that they
as
asked him.
as soon as something becomes a race to get government funding, as soon as it becomes a race to get any type of big loan, a big amount of money, just know everything about it is inauthentic.
oh yeah, Des, you're
The-
preaching to the choir, bro.
The EV race,
There you go,
the
Des.
EV. No, I'm telling
Des is
everybody
over
in the audience.
There you
I'm telling
go.
anybody in the audience. I was unemployed the entire pandemic. I made more money than I've ever made before, all through.
Des,
through it.
Yo, you got to answer me this question.
Yes.
How many stimulus checks did you come up on?
Every single one. Every single one. Every single one.
I didn't know how you get those, bro.
Oh, God.
Number one. I lived in a low income area, and also those are already two things that make me win. And with the stimulus checks, those two things right now. And I live in a low income
They
area.
make me win. They was
And
wondering
then-
how I got these Margellas.
And then,
Bro.
oh, bro, you know how much Yeezy I bought off the bro.
Man,
Bro.
you ain't gotta
I mean,
tell
this
me.
is like
Listen, but not only that, but then schools were giving out hardship checks too. My school, HCC, they gave me, I think in total, probably $13,000 in grants, hardship funds. Just, oh my God, have you been affected by COVID? Yes, I have actually. I can't go fish. $1,000 right there.
Johnny's like,
And
I missed out on this entire market.
You missed out so much. And then what I would do is
Meanwhile, Johnny was flipping Doge on the phone.
Investing in power washers.
that's where this comes in, right? That's where this comes in. So what I would do with the money,
bro, out of my
I would-
Honda Accord.
We still
Hell
got it.
no.
We still got it.
what I would do
They
is
rescinded
I put
that
into 3
Ryobi.
companies.
They rescinded
Yeah,
those
Ryobi.
Ryobis because they were exploding.
Oh, they were exploding. Great. That's good
So
to know.
then what I
Go
did
ahead,
was
man.
I read news stories, right? As soon as it came out that there was damn near an arms race to figure out what was the first FDA approved vaccine, I said, okay, this is finna blow up, because what happens is shareholders will dump more money into something if they think they're going to get a better return on it. Everybody knows that. So we had Novavax, which was the underdog. We had Johnson & Johnson, and then we had there was one more. There was one more that I'm forgetting of. And then there was another shell company that was actually a cannabis dispensary that was having a vaccine, right? I put into all 4 of these an equal amount, and then I take out a little bit more each one, and then just move them back and forth based on the news. When Novavax found out that they were last place, they pretty much pulled all their people. I dumped it into Johnson & Johnson. They got the funding. They got FDA approved.
I didn't know you
It
were
was-
the Wolf of Wall Street, Des.
When it comes to war, plague, and anything bad, there is so much money to be made. That's how we got. If you guys don't know, for the audience here, anytime that we're in wartime, that we're on the verge of wartime, I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Anytime that we're in wartime, it's because we're about to make so much fucking money because we're in a financial crisis. Think about the early 2000s. What happened right after we had a stock market fall? What happened?
Desmond is reminding me. He's reminding me.
We had the world terror
right now with the money
Yeah,
counter.
Des, it was World
That's
War
what type
II.
of
Great
vibe you were on,
Depression.
Des.
we had the war on terror right after the Twin Towers
Scarface.
fell. Right after the Twin Towers fell, when we had a big stock market hit, we had the war on terror, and then we went over to get a bunch of fucking money. We started producing more. Then we had the Great Depression. Right after that, we had the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, and then we started pumping out a bunch of guns and tanks. We started making so much money. That's how
This is actually impressive. This is impressive.
Our entire government has money built on war. So the more weapons we produce, the more research we produce, our GDP just goes crazy. It just goes up. Everything just goes up. That's why
You've been reading, Des. You've been reading your books, boy.
This is how you win. Blood money is the most. This is how you win. Think about in the 2010s. As soon as the leaders of all the terrorist groups were killed in the early 2010s, right after 2016 became the best year of everyone's life. Everything is good. Why do you think that was? Because everybody had money. Where'd that money come from? All the stuff we were pushing out.
They found Gilgamesh, bro.
What you know about
next?
What you
know
about that?
Because we're in the conspiracy theory part of the pod now. Next, what's gonna happen is as soon as we find anybody living outside of Earth, I can promise you, the next 10 years of economic growth are gonna be what you've never seen before. Because they're gonna say it's the war of Earth, the war of the worlds.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
And screaming about
exactly.
You ain't too far off, dude.
Exactly. And then what's gonna happen is we're gonna demonize them like they did in District 9. District 9 is not a movie. That is a documentary, if you didn't know. That shit is going to be a documentary. We're going to put the alien species as the oppressed lower class people.
You're mixing there's one thing you're missing here. This cycle is real until the tech is good enough where they don't have to give us money and handouts to keep us at bay. And District 9 is a documentary, and we're the aliens.
Right.
So the aliens don't exist.
You think the lower class people are going to be the aliens and the higher class people are going to be
the lower class people, bro. Okay.
Well, yeah, duh. I mean, yeah.
And like, it's weird saying that. It's weird saying that because, like, I know people get sensitive. Like, I'm living fine. I'm not.
I'm chilling.
But like, those cameras are pointed at me. Those flock cameras are on me. They're on you. They're on Kai. And we are those District 9 aliens. And they'll give us your Yeezys and your handouts because the tech isn't ready yet. They can't lock you up yet because they don't have the tech. But the tech is getting there, and it's close. And I promise you, the next war where the tech is there will not be a Yeezy boom. There will be.
No, what's gonna happen is
fucking letting
now
this happen, bro. Like,
well, no, what's happening is they're giving the most amount of platforms and most amount of money to people that can dumb us down. Why do you think fucking Kai Cenat is like the ruler of the entire fucking working class right now? It's because they give him a bunch of money. Hey, Kai Cenat, do this funny dance and then dumb them children down. So not everybody wants to be a fucking streamer. We don't have actual people wanting to contribute to society.
I don't think
they just.
Can we bring back trade schools, please?
Yeah, we need to.
Can we bring our going to shop class?
Do you think if it was free market and not industry plant shit that Kai Cenat is like poorer than us? Because I don't buy any of it. Like, there's no way these streamers actually make free market money. Like, this has to be government massage.
No, it's all planted.
Right?
It's all planted.
It has to be.
It's all planted. That's why, like,
dumb. Like, are they really going online and watching other people?
It's a little both. It's a little bit of both.
I think that's true as well. Yeah,
I think we'd be surprised about the amount of people who spend 3+ hours a day watching what someone else is doing with their live stream. And that conversation within itself is scary. Because, like, yo, people, all right. Since we here, we're gonna get deep.
Let's get deep.
People keep talking about time moving quicker. Time going by faster. It feels like, it's just zooming. Well, when you're spending, I don't know, 5+ hours a day staring at a screen, just engulfed in whatever you engulfed in on that, time is going to go by faster. And once you wrap your brain around that and you make it a routine, and just like how we was watching TV for probably 5, 6+ hours a day when we were growing up, now these kids are watching, this is their TV now, but it is more, it's more entangled into like actual life. You know what I'm saying? Like when we watch TV, it was just TV. You turn TV off and you go outside. This shit is making people like wrap their whole lives around it, whether it be via social media, whether it be via streaming, whatever it may be. Like this is like, I don't know. It's like a magnet. It's like,
it feels too personal because like we would watch SpongeBob, but it's like clearly we don't live in Bikini Bottom. So then I go to school and live my life. But like when you watch somebody go, you're live streaming and they're at the World Cup, instead of like, if you want to go to the World Cup, you save up and go buy a ticket and go to the World Cup. It's like, well, no, I'm living it right now. It's like too personal.
Do you guys think there's something to? I heard an interesting theory as well. Just the notion of time moving faster, which we all feel. It seems like a quite common human experience right now. Like even it's crazy, like whether you're on your phone all day or not, feels like a fucking common human experience. Do you think there's something to the fact that simply, and I don't know the exact way to describe this, but because life itself is recorded so much now on so many phone cameras, on so many street corners, on so many, you think there's something to like this era we live in, just of life being recorded so much that makes it go faster versus back in the day when nothing was being recorded and life just was. Life could just be. Life could just
I guess because you have this constant reminder of perspective. Like when it comes to time, you have a constant. You're constantly looking back. There's constantly this feeling of nostalgia. Oh damn, this is what I did a year ago on this date, thanks to Instagram. Like that type of shit. Like oh my god, time is moving so quick. But like when our grandparents came up, like time just was what it was. You know what I mean? And the most they're looking back is if you were blessed enough to have a fucking film camera or Polaroid or something. And,
your only reference to time is the sun and a clock at that time. And it's like and it's in your house or outside. It's not
I don't know, like when Kai
it's not in your fucking pocket all the time.
When Kai and I did the camping trips and like the times I've been camping and you're out like just under the stars in like a tent, dude, like it feels like I get 5 nights worth of sleep in one night. Like I'll wake up, have no idea what time it is, go back to sleep, wake up again, have no idea what time it is. It's still dark. It feels like it's dark for 6 nights, dude. And then meanwhile, like I feel like I can't get enough sleep at home on like a 9 to 5 schedule. It's like I'm always trying to catch up, but like same 8 hours, but it doesn't feel the same at all.
Yeah.
Something else is weird happening too. Something else weird is happening too, where it's like, bro, if you put it, even just in a content creator perspective, people can perceive you outside of you knowing, and even when you're unconscious, there are still people somewhere perceiving you. You're always being seen at all times, especially if you create content. Like there's probably somebody in Japan watching all 3 of you guys talk to each other right now, and you don't even know it. There's just somebody just everywhere. Like you're never like, there's no real privacy anymore. And then also the fact that we're given literal supercomputers inside of our pockets now. We don't need we don't actually need to like do any critical thinking at a certain point. We can just pull out it literally takes more effort to actually use your mind now and actually break things down into the problem, into the traits, hypothesis, then solution, than to just like type into Google, yo, how do I turn my car on? Or what's wrong with my car? You know what I mean? So now we're actually dumbing ourselves down, and actually I feel like we're losing real human skills. Like I think mammals themselves and any animal has like a good sense of direction just already in their own mind. Like I already know that right here is north. I just know it. For some reason I don't know how, I just know it, right? But there are probably people that use their GPS so much from their birth till now that don't know any sort of like natural direction. And I think we're losing shit like that all the time. We're losing actual muscle mass to swim, fight for our lives, walk.
Dude, I don't really get lost on hikes, and I can't go to the fucking grocery store without my GPS. Like, but when
I
I
do.
don't have access to anything and I'm just in the woods and that is where I am, it's like, oh yeah, I just
You just kind of know
everything. Like I know where to go.
Yeah.
I was reminded of that when I fucking my phone got wet out in the rain and been driving, fucking hour to go fish some of these spots. And you fucking not having your phone, you realize, oh shit, like, all right, I actually have to like pay attention and figure out how the fuck to get back home. I have to follow the signs and use my sense of direction of like where to go. And you never really think about that shit until like you're without it. And that shit it's jolting when you really sit and think about how much we've like been conditioned to rely on technology. It's like I feel a real duty to kind of just try to be more comfortable without that shit and just being comfortable being uncomfortable, I should say. You know what I mean? Putting yourself in a bit more of a fucked up situation just because like, one day I might actually be within a fucked up situation where I have no choice but to do this. So it's like just remembering that crutch that we have in our pocket is not always
My dad did that once.
be there or not. Anything could happen.
My dad did that once where he's done it actually twice, different scenarios. But one time he dropped me in the middle of like an actual fucking like wildlife area. He's just kind of like, all right, I want you to try and figure out where north is and just head north the entire. He knew where I was, but like he just wanted me to see like how things work. And then another time with technology where he was like, all right, son, we ain't really grow up with money. So like, in order to go to work, you're going to have to take the bus, right? And transportation down in Florida kind of sucks compared to everyone else, apparently. So what he did was he told me, all right, I want you to go up to Busch Gardens to like 10 minutes away. I want you to take that bus. I want you to go here and just come home, right? And I actually fucked up because I didn't know that there was duplicate buses, and I went all the way to downtown from Temple Terrace with no phone. My phone died. I actually had to like sit there and read my map and then also try and use my cardinal directions. Like I know 275 north points this way. All right, so that should be north. I live north. Whatever takes me over there. And I like it took me like hours, but I finally figured out like the way back to my house from fucking it's like 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes of 275 away. Like it's in downtown, but I figured it out from like a whole new different form of transportation just off cardinal directions, bro. And I feel like
Now
people
think about our
lost shit
fucking
like that.
grandparents, bro, who tell you,
Yeah.
you go down there to the sign with the
Yeah.
piece taken out of it, and you make a right on 301, take that about 4 miles down to the curve where the cows are, and
To go even further, bro. Like think about the people that have fished like we have, like just in the backwaters. Like they didn't have GPS or like a map that they could actually manipulate. They really had to like exactly. They really had to go through like a certain creek, and they know like, all right, this is this type of creek, and God forbid it floods or it changes one day. Like that mangrove forest could look completely different. I think about that too. Like
it blows my mind how good these maps were back in like not even long ago, the 70s, 80s, 90s. Like any of these rivers we're fishing in Florida were like fully mapped. How?
Bro, how?
Who was doing that?
With what view, bro? If we didn't have satellite imagery until what year? Google that, Des. When did we get satellite imagery?
No, dude, they were like measuring.
It was in 2000 something.
Not only
like
you had to be surviving, like just to even go that far in and out, and not only surviving, but then to be surveying and doing like high level math. That's insane, dude.
And like the craziest thing too is like just really think about like when you're going on a 2 hour troll up to a river, there's somebody that probably napped that had to like really prepare like food because paddling up there would have taken so much longer or something
there
like
were
that.
people from fucking Portugal in the 1500s who mapped South America.
Like really think about that, bro.
Wow.
Like before planes. Landon said they flew
Before.
planes, and that's
Dude,
very
this
true.
was like
but,
the
before
1500s.
planes. How
No,
are they
yeah.
drawing these maps?
Like Aboriginal people, guys, like the Aboriginal people of like of Florida, bro. Try just think about even just like one of our river systems in Tampa. You have to like really map that out, like, and then sometimes certain areas flood up and then become like a little pond. Some areas dry up and then lose the pond. Like they knew all that just off just like getting lost and trying to just find their way back, basically. And then think about the scale too. Like they knew like, all right, well, we got to make it this size because if we make it too big, it'll like cut our trip by a half or add another day to our trip. Like shit like that.
Well,
Crazy.
I think there was a lot of trial and error involved too, and that's why.
Yeah.
So many of these stories about people that didn't make it.
Exactly.
Isn't it
Exactly.
weird that we're debating how people did something in the past because we've literally forgotten as a species how this happened? Like
there's just no cultural.
That's
no, it's not at all,
Johnny.
It's not at all.
But like it's so funny when people talk about history, like it's like, oh, it's set in stone. There's all this data and all the historians. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't even know my great grandparents' name. Like,
yeah,
we don't even know where our own family came from 80 years ago, most of us.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me you know for sure what happened in China in 1210 BC? Shut the
or
fuck
even
up.
Or even paleo art, bro. Like paleo art itself is crazy like that too, because how are we able to draw all these dinosaurs like this accurately with skin?
Oh,
They do like,
dude, that's doodle. It's doodle. They're doodle.
Exactly.
Like, bro, that's Dungeons and Dragons, bro. Like that might as well be Star Wars. Like,
then
honestly, Star Wars probably has more legitimacy than paleontology and
oh, bro,
and
of course, bro. Star Wars is a literal like I feel like it's like a think piece almost on like the state of the world. NATO, like everything. Republicans, Democrats, like
about, like archaeology, because the more I've gotten into like doing the arrowheads and stuff, and you see how much of it is out littered across the entire fucking world. And then you look up like what was like the population of Native Americans in like Long Island in the 1400s or like whatever. We've all estimated that there were 8 tribes of 100 people, so like 800 total people. Dude, I've got 800 fucking arrowheads from like a quarter square mile in my house. Like, and that's just what's on the surface, dude. Like, there were millions and millions of people here. Like, it's so backward, bro. It's so
and then just think about that with also food sources too. Like, there were really that many. There was probably as many fucking buffalo as there were people, if not more. And then they're just completely decimated. But they didn't have feeding restrictions back then. They didn't have like what you can and can't kill. This only happened once capitalism really got into like food and production of food with meats. That's when shit got bad.
And then they came out with the book. So this is funny you bring that up, Des, because I always find it funny. Like, what do they teach us about in our Pearson history books or whatever? The Maxwell history books, Maxwell Publishing Company. How funny is that? And like they always teach us about like Uncle Tom's Cabin is like one of like the 5 books of history. Then there's like Thomas Paine's book, Common Sense, and another book for some reason they teach us about is like the Meat Factory book. I forget what it's called. The Jungle by Rachel Carson, I think. The Jungle. Yeah. For some reason, that was in all of our high school textbooks. Like, why do they like how many hundreds of books were written back then about other various things? But they teach us this Meat Factory book because they killed all of the natural animals and then they want to make us afraid. They've been trying to make us afraid and eat the bugs for fucking 400 years, bro. Like, This shit ain't new. It's on your dollar bill, bro. Oh my gosh.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Landon. Thank you,
But,
Landon.
but I mean, like it's bro, the history of this shit is crazy because like that was one of the main ways that they were able to like take control over, you know, the society that they were trying to take control of. But it wasn't even really about like trying to profit off of like the meat. Like when, like let's talk about like the bison specifically. Like a lot of that shit they wasted. They were just
Yeah,
killing
just
those
to
bison
kill
so
it.
that they could fucking control the natives. And think about that now. Fast forward 2026, the things that they're doing now with what we have left in terms of natural resources and how they are depleting them and what the fuck the whole point of it is at the end of the day. It's like, yo, we're not natives, but like they're still out here killing the bison just so that they could get a little tighter of a grasp on what we do and say. And that shit's crazy. It's crazy to still be having that conversation in 2026.
You know what's fucked though? Are we the new bison? Because like the natives relied
Yes.
on the bison.
Mhm.
Now the fucking we are the bison. We are the energy. We are the source of energy and productivity to support a higher class of whoever they are. And I know everybody, who's they? Shut the fuck up. We don't know who they are. Or they exist. And then what happens when they don't eat us, bro? Like, I don't know.
It is crazy too. I think it's weird that like we have a literal company that can pay and sell to them to us like the everyday person that were once children. Like, hey, we're going to be the sole company. We're going to be a conglomerate company that can give you the information that you're going to be graded on, that you're going to remember because your literal success depends on it, and I can feed you whatever information I want. I can literally feed it to you, and then you're going to be quizzed on it, so you're going to remember a lot better. You're going to actually think that that is common knowledge. I think about that with history, like with war history especially. We only hear from one side, really, in any war. We only hear from one side as the victim, or like one side is what they actually did, or any type of war crimes. All the events are explained through one side. We have World War II explained through one side, and it's mainly the Allies. We don't have the Axis power like point of view as well at all. We don't have any Italian, any German, nothing. It's all like it's all gone. It's all given to you in a American ally book. I think shit like that is weird.
All of those.
Yo, you just brought up Germany real quick, and it just sparks it. I had a really good conversation with my client from Germany, and we were just talking about the differences between, you know, the U.S. and Germany and all of that shit. And bro, Germany is like the way that he was describing Germany to
They're
me,
so
it's like,
advanced, bro.
it's like what you would think of a utopia, like all the laws and the things that they have come up with, like, are pretty strict at face value. And, you know, the people have really honestly given up a lot of control, but a lot of the shit that they've given up that control for makes sense for society as a whole. Like, it's just way more efficient. You know what I mean? And everybody just kind of falls into line with that shit a little bit more. And that was really interesting to me.
Like they built the entire advancement of society solely on rule following. So now that they're following such strict
they are
rules,
very obedient.
I noticed that in Sweden, Kai. Like, I was like, why is everyone here such a pussy? Because I grew up like, let's break the law. Let's go trespassing. Our laws are so egregious and evil that fuck them. I'm doing the wrong thing by following them. Like, that's how I always looked at laws. I go to Sweden and I go fishing. And I remember talking to some friends I made there. Were like, yo, you can't fish there. And they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I thought you guys were cool. Like, I'm going fishing. It's the middle of the woods. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody lives there. like whatever. And like, oh, like whatever, I'm not gonna stop you, but like you're not allowed to fish there. And that was kind of like the end of it in their heads.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at the river and you see how fucking nice it is and how many fish are in it. And you're like, oh, everybody respects boundaries that are set, but everybody respects them. Nobody's above it or below it.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's nice. And it's like, maybe laws aren't a problem. Maybe boundaries aren't a problem. What's a problem is when, as soon as somebody's above it, as soon as somebody's above the law, well, now I'm thinking, fuck the law. But if everybody follows it for a common good, like maybe giving up that individual freedom really isn't a bad thing per se. It's just like, if you can do it, fuck you, so can I. Like, that's my mentality with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting, man.
But
That's
there, I
right.
felt bad. It's the first time I ever felt bad, like breaking the law, because nobody else was breaking it. So now I'm the one, ironically, who was of the law for the first time. I don't know. It's weird.
I think we lost a lot of critical thinking when people stopped realizing that politicians literally sell merch for their political gain. For like they'll make a slogan, do this, do that, the third. They'll make a slogan for their campaign and then push it out to companies where they put it on a t-shirt and it's always about the other side. And you mean to tell me you thought that yes, this person actually wants to be in office to make a difference instead of just like peddling a bunch of t-shirts. I literally have an uncle from my girlfriend's side. He literally hit every single shirt from him is something about fuck the liberals, right? It's fuck the liberals, fuck the liberals, fuck the liberals. And I was just like, bro, I wonder how much that fucking brand actually made when they switched to political content. And then I think about they probably made a fuck ton of money, especially during election year. And then I think about, I wonder who probably owns these political companies that make all this money from the clothing.
Probably the liberals.
Probably probably yeah,
so.
exactly. It's probably a fucking liberal guy who has liberal beliefs that's like, you know what? I know these guys over here hate me so much. I can low-key probably sell them a shirt that says "fuck me."
Now that's
and they'll buy it.
That's genius.
And I think both sides do it. And I think both sides do it. And the owners are the politicians.
Republicans buy sneakers too. That's what he said.
Exactly. And you know what? And it fucking worked. I think about it a lot. Like election year, companies probably switched all their supply to just being like a shell company for politicians. Like, how much stake do you think fucking Donald Trump has in Gildan? To the point where he probably.
Good question.
What's Gildan?
That's a good question, dude.
Gildan is what produces most of our blank tees.
Oh, Gildan, like the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see the robot girl behind Trump?
What is that?
There was a robot girl hanging out with Trump. It was pretty nutty.
A robot girl?
Yeah, they like totally caught this on camera. Like he had like an avatar behind him.
Yo, that one guy that lived in the cabin was right. That one guy that lived in the cabin is right, bro. We got it.
That on here.
No. I don't know his name. Rob. I guess I'm glad I know his name.
Yeah, we
I don't actually know his name though. I don't think he. I won't say that he's wrong, but we kind of do need to go back to living in cabins. Like, there's no way that this amount of electricity currents around me is going to not impact me in like the next 50 years. I literally have 5 different pieces of electronics all running electrical current. There's no way that me being exposed to this shit right now isn't going to like.
You're gonna turn into the Flash, Des. You're gonna be like, who's the black cartoon superhero with the electricity powers?
What did you say?
Who was that black cartoon with he had the electricity powers?
Oh, Static Shock.
Static Shock.
Hey, I got something against right now representation in cartoons. We don't need to over pander, guys. Like, there were black superheroes. Y'all just didn't care about them. We had black superheroes the whole time. Y'all just ain't care about it.
Yo, I got a question.
Stop.
I got a question for you guys.
Frozone.
But like,
What?
Frozone.
this might be ignorance. But like, this is a question for you guys. But growing up, I didn't really like. I thought the whole thing they taught us was that racism wasn't a thing anymore and that it was over. And now it's huge and everyone's underrepresented. And I'm like, but everyone's way more racist now.
And the craziest part is there are just certain characters that aren't black that have black tendencies. Like Frieza, that man was black. That was a black man. Frieza is a black man.
You talking about Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, Frieza is a black man.
Is he?
There's no way he ain't a black man. Like they Frieza's black, bro. Piccolo, he's black. He's black as hell.
Literally white.
No, bro. It's no way he's calling people monkeys and he's white, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
They're throwing crazy shit.
But like, bro, Piccolo, like we just kind of knew he was black. We just kind of like knew, like, all right, Piccolo's black.
Yeah.
He didn't need to have black skin. We just kind of knew, like, all right, he's kind of like the black guy of the group. And then like, fucking Pokemon's like we just kind of like know like Pikachu probably is like a white Pokemon. Like he'd be a white guy if he was like a guy. Like he's just kind of like we already kind of know.
What's a black Pokemon does?
Bulbasaur, easy. Blastoise. No. You know what? Blastoise, not Bulbasaur.
Why Blastoise?
He's just like it's not really like an explanation that you can give to this shit. You just kind of know. Like you ever seen Amazing World of Gumball?
Geodude's a good call out here.
Geodude, that's a black man. Fucking in Cars, Mater, that's a black man. Like there's no way.
No,
Mater
that one
the
I don't
car?
agree.
Mater's
not.
Cars?
He's got like
Literally
a like
the old white hit.
he's no. Listen. He's an old guy. He's an old black guy that was raised around nothing but white people. Like you know how like in every
Like
southern
Dave
town,
Chappelle, like the Dave Chappelle skit.
kind of like that, but like in a good way. In a good way though.
In a good way, not
In a good way, though.
Clayton Bigsby
Not-
way.
Exactly, not in a bad way. You're thinking in a bad way, in a good way. Like
I got you.
he made some bomb ass food type shit. You know what I'm saying? People fucking
made her white as fuck.
Mater's not, bro.
Or like
That's
Lightning
so
McQueen.
hilarious.
Lightning McQueen, that is a white guy, of course. Lightning McQueen is a white guy.
Hey yo.
Like, duh.
Yeah, Mater
Right.
literally
Lightning McQueen might be a little Derek Jeter though. Like he might be like
Y'all got the chat going with that.
But like, but look.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
I forgot about the cable guy. But like, here's the fucking nuance too. Race didn't need to be a thing too, because like certain cultures disrespect certain characters. Like it's widely known, like Mexican people love Goku. Like they fucking love Goku. Black people, they love like we love LeBron, we love Michael Jordan, like we love like I'm trying to think of like a cartoon. I love LeBron. I ain't gonna lie. It's
how
like
you go from Goku to LeBron.
I'm just trying to. I was blanking. No. I was
LeBron.
blanking on a
I
cartoon
really got
character.
no love for LeBron.
I was blanking on a cartoon character. I'm sorry. All right, let me go. Static Shock, Cyborg, like Teen Titans. Black people love Teen Titans. That shit goes hard. Like, like,
Hey, yeah, all right, guys.
like,
Well,
like.
it's 10:17.
should we do friends of the pod? Friends of the pod?
Yeah, friends of the pod.
I've been here, boys. I've just been observing.
Yeah, this is we've gotten to the conspiracy part of the pod, guys. We haven't done this in a while, I feel like, but it's here.
Nice. That was nice.
Yeah,
No,
it was
we
sick.
needed that.
Oh yeah.
We needed that. Fauci, friend of the
Oh yeah.
We're not here without the doc.
fleet in the fifth, friend of the pod.
Shout out Fauci though, man.
That's a key move. Man. Mater, friend of the pod.
Yeah.
The old black man, Mater.
Yep.
George Lombard Jr. George
I can
Lombard
see-
Jr. got me rooting for the Yankees all of a sudden. That's friend of the pod.
Yeah,
That
unfortunately,
Disgusting.
not happening. Rays best record in the bigs
I don't
right
know.
now.
Yeah.
George Lombard Jr. is here to stay. And I'm a Mets fan, but
Oof, we'll see. See about that.
Friend of the
Desmond.
pod, friend of the pod is Piccolo. Shout out to Piccolo.
Nice.
Come on the pod.
30
Johnny, last one.
episodes.
30
Oh,
episodes.
What do you
Crazy.
got? We got any more? Who we got? We got some more? Any more?
Landon, friend of the pod. Fish on,
Yeah,
find
Landon.
trout.
Legend.
The whole
Yes.
chat. The whole
Yes,
chat.
the whole
30
chat.
episodes strong. Thank you, chat.
Chat friend of the pod.
Beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Uncle Larry's number 30. This has been Kap Ku Ka. Nice,
Thank you.
nice.
Uncle
Thank you.
We will see you guys next week. Talk to you.
I'm a giant! I'm the baby!
Falling deeper in love.